Technical analysis on the gold price is pointing to a massive upwards move. I'm Biko Konstantinos, and that's what we're going to talk about today. My mission is to support your investing goals through quality and up-to-date analysis. If you enjoy this content, please give this video a like. Consider subscribing to my channel so we can discuss all things investing. Click that notification button so you can see all my new content come in. I'm going to be diving into all the factors suggesting a major upwards move in the gold price. So hang around to the end, as I'm also going to consider where to from here for the gold price and how you can profit. Let's get into the charts. Since the massive spike in August 2020, the gold price has had a steady decline, as you can see by this downtrend line. Just in the last week, however, the gold price has broken above this downtrend line. If this is a genuine breakout, then the gold price won't return back under that downtrend line and will push on from here. Taking away that downtrend line, we can see there is strong support around this 1680 level that's been hit a number of times, and each time buyers have come in strongly and pushed the price upwards. One significant thing about this level is that it's the same level that the price of gold reached just before the COVID pandemic hit. So that resistance that propelled the price lower straight after COVID has now created a strong support level that has so far been very strong, and a level where buyers see great value and push the price of gold upwards. In this previous video I made, I signaled a potential inverse head and shoulders pattern forming on the gold price. So as we can see here, we've got the left shoulder and a capitulation which formed the head. We've got a right shoulder which didn't go down to the same level as the head. And then we've got a neckline. So for this pattern to be completed, we need a breakthrough above the neckline, which has just happened by the recent trading action in the last week. So here we have an inverse head and shoulders pattern confirmed, which is a signal for higher prices ahead. Moving averages, especially long-term ones, help to smooth out the price action and let us to see where we are at a higher level. The 200-day moving average, as observed by this orange line, has been trading slowly downwards due to the downtrend, but just recently has really flattened out and has started to turn slightly upwards. This indicates to me that the strong selling pressure has now been combated successfully by buyers, who are now starting to gain the upper hand and push the momentum higher. Moving average crossovers can also give us some great insight into future potential direction. When we have a shorter term moving average which crosses above a longer term moving average, we call that a golden cross. Back in 2019, we had a golden cross which led to a major move upwards. And as you can see by following the shorter term 50-day moving average, it didn't cross back down below the 200 until here, which is in February 2021. In June 2021, we did have a golden cross occur, but because of this sharp downward movement, it crossed down below the 200-day moving average. So looking forward, as long as the short-term price of gold remains around this level or continues higher, then we're going to see another golden cross occur as the 50-day moving average crosses above the 200-day moving average. Although not perfect, this is one indicator that can signal a very large upwards move. For a sustainable upwards move in the gold price, we want to make sure that the supporting macro factors also support gold. Looking at the silver price, we can see that it's broken above this downward wedge pattern. The Huey Gold Bugs Index has shown some appreciation in recent weeks. However, it still has a bit of catching up to do. And the XGD ASX All Ords Gold has seen a very nice break above its downtrend line. These supporting factors help give us confidence that this rally or this upwards momentum in gold can be sustained in the long term. If we were to see gold rising but gold stocks falling, that would cause us a bit of hesitation. Similarly, if some of the other precious metals like silver, platinum or palladium weren't rising but gold was, that would also cause us a little bit of concern regarding the sustainability of an upwards move. So all these factors combined are very supportive that this could be the real deal for gold. Probably most important of all is having a look at the longer term chart and seeing if that also supports higher prices. Here's the weekly chart of the gold price. This chart shows us we had an initial spike, an initial peak in 2011, around 1900 US dollars. We then had a second spike after COVID in 2020. And after that, we've had a shallow downtrend. And by shallow, we mean shallow looking at the long-term macro picture. When I look at this long-term weekly chart of gold, the current price action is actually very close to that initial peak back in 2011. So we're trading just below that 1900 mark, and it looks like we're going to make another attempt at breaking through that long-term resistance level. So we had the initial peak, the initial high. We had a second attempt, which did break through shortly, but quickly retraced back under that level. And now we're going for a third attempt, which feels more likely to be the real deal to continue upwards. Now, if you check out this previous video I made, I talked about a potential long-term cup and handle pattern forming over the gold price. Looking at the charts, we can see that the cup is formed by taking the first peak, making a curve which includes all the price action, and leading up to the second peak, which is around about the same level as the first. The next part of this pattern is a short handle. So the handle is a short retracement lower after the second attempt at the previous high. For this pattern to be completed, the gold price will rally from this handle part above the top of the cup and onto brand new highs. To set a price target for the cup and handle pattern, we measure from the bottom of the cup all the way through to the top of the cup, and we take that same distance from the top of the cup, measuring above that. That gives us a price target of around about 2,700 US dollars, or just below 3,000 US dollars. Of course, with any charts, nothing is guaranteed at all. However, because this cup and handle pattern has formed over 10 plus years, if it does get completed, there is a strong possibility of a very large move, so 3,000 US dollars is definitely not out of the question. Going back to the daily chart of gold, we can see over the last several daily trading sessions, we've had a multiple of green candles. This means that gold has closed above its opening price for several sessions in a row. Most of these trading sessions show that gold has also ended near its highs for the day, as you can see by these candles. In a strong market, sometimes you'll see the price drop pre-session or even at the start of the session. In a strong bullish market, you see the actual price end strong, because what they say is that the smart money trades towards the end of the session. So even if we look at Friday the 12th of November's trading, we see it fell during the trading session to 1845, but ended back around that 1865 level. So the short-term momentum for gold is strong. There is strong buying support. It looks like smart money is also accumulating gold. So this is another factor that gives us confidence of a major upwards move ahead for gold. So if gold is going to boom, what's some ways we can profit? Number one, You can buy physical gold in the way of gold coins or gold bars, which can be held for you. You can trade the gold price via futures or an instrument like contracts for difference. You can buy gold ETFs, which is buying a number of gold producers all together in a basket. Or you can buy individual gold stocks, and by that we mean producers or explorers. I've just focused on the technical aspects of the gold price today, and I haven't considered any of the macro fundamental factors that could support a rising gold price. So what do you think? Do you think gold is just about to break out to all-time highs and possibly begin a multi-year rally? I'd love to hear your thoughts and predictions, and if you're actually invested in this sector. I'm Biko Konstantinos. I really hope you've enjoyed this analysis. Please consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll catch you next time.